Hey cuties, PeachY here, welcome back to a new video, and in this video we have a bunch of Monster High tea from the animated series already getting renewed for season 2. We also have a confirmation that Claude and Clawdeen are in fact still siblings, and a bunch more information on upcoming episodes and on the G1 crossover, so stay tuned and let's get into it. Let's start off with the animated series already getting renewed for a second season, and that is kind of crazy because we just only got a few episodes of season 1, and season 1 has already like a bunch of episodes of 26 episodes, and the second season apparently will only have 20. So that is kind of amazing that we already have confirmation that it will be around for a second season. This also reminds me of when they announced that there was going to be a sequel to the Monster High live action movie. This kind of feels like they're trying to get buzz around the show, and so they announced the renewal for the second season, and so yay. But I mean, it is good because in the second season hopefully we can get more exploration, and the characters can also get more fleshed out, also more returning characters, so this is a good sign indeed. Variety wrote, Monster High has been renewed for a second season at Nickelodeon. The series is based on the Mattel toy franchise of the same name. The second season will consist of 20 episodes. The series debuted on Nickelodeon in October. It is available in the US and UK and will launch later this month in Australia on Nickelodeon and Paramount+. The series will roll out in additional international territories next year. Monster High is an iconic franchise that continues to connect with fans around the globe because of its creativity, relatable characters, and authenticity, said Claudia Spinelli, Senior Vice President of Big Kids Animation. We can't wait to continue to work alongside our partners at Mattel to bring even more animated stories to life surrounding the most famous teen monsters around. Per the official series description, Monster High follows teenage monsters Clawdeen Wolf, Dracula, Frankenstein, and Deuce Gorgon as they discover who they are, embrace their differences, and learn to be fierce and fearless at the one place they all belong, Monster High. Monster High is a franchise that, at its core, encourages fans to live as their true selves and celebrate the things that make them unique, said Fred Soley, Senior Vice President and General Manager at Mattel Television. We are proud to partner with Nickelodeon and our talented cast members from both the animated and live-action worlds of Monster High to continue delivering this important message through fun, entertaining content. The voice cast includes Gabrielle Neve Green as Clawdeen Wolf, Courtney Lynn as Dracula, Iris Menaz as Frankenstein, Tony Revolori as Deuce Gorgon, Kausar Mohammed as Cleo de Nile, Valeria Rodriguez as Laguna Blue, Alexa Khan as Torlai Stripe, Alexander Polinsky as Heath Burns, and Deborah Wilson as Headmistress Bloodgood. All of the leads featured in the first season will return for the second season, of course. Shea Fontana serves as showrunner and co-executive producer. Nick Filippi serves as supervising producer. Production is overseen for Nickelodeon by Spinelli and Nikki Price, director of franchise animation. Soley and Christopher Keenan, senior vice president of creative for Mattel TV, serve as executive producers. Nickelodeon and Mattel also recently collaborated on a live-action Monster High musical film with a sequel already in the works. In addition, an 8-episode digital series called Monster High Mysteries will debut on the franchise's official YouTube channel on November 18th. That is very interesting. So there's going to be a separate series, I guess, on Monster High's YouTube channel, which makes sense because a lot of people cannot watch these episodes because they don't live in the UK or the US like me. So that would be very wise, but this is going to be, it seems like this is going to be a separate thing entirely because they already have a name for it, Monster High Mysteries. I guess these will be kind of like shorts. I'm interested to see if they're going to have the same art style like the show, or if they're going to look different as well to really differentiate the two different storylines going on. So that was the article by Variety. Now let's get into the descriptions we have for some of the upcoming episodes, thanks to Cleo's Nile posting a link on their story. It actually takes us to a Tumblr post. And on this Tumblr, there's a bunch of screenshots, I guess, of someone's TV on Paramount Plus, I guess, for these episodes and what their description says. First up, we have episode 4, Witch Hitch, part of the pack, which is the episode that we actually just got, where it's about Clawdeen finding out, about Howleen, and the second half is about Draculaura getting her secret exposed by Toralei, and the whole cheerleading thing. Next episode is episode 5, Werewolf Weekend, that thing you do. So it's basically about Clawdeen opening up about her dad, while Cleo tries to get more followers in the human world. And then the second half is about Deuce trying to win a fundraiser, but accidentally he overworks himself and turns everyone into rock candy. I don't know how that's gonna work. Episode 6 is really where it gets good. Episode 6 is called Puzzle Pieces, so like puzzle pieces. To discover the cause of her mother's disappearance, Clawdeen opens a portal in the catacombs and releases her brother Claude. So this lets us know 2 things: that Clawdeen's mom is disappeared. We don't know where she is. She's not dead, but we don't know what happened to her or how long it's been. And 2, that Claude and Clawdeen are still siblings. That is really great. We don't know if he's older or if she's older or if they're the same age, but it's gonna be weird knowing that they're still siblings but Howleen is no longer related, or maybe she will be. Maybe that'll be like a plot twist. But yeah, this is very exciting indeed, because all of us thought Claude was also not gonna be no longer related to Clawdeen when we found out about Howleen. But no, Claude is still siblings. That's really great. I'm very happy about that. The reason why I said that Howleen might turn out to still be related to Clawdeen and that might be like a plot twist is because in the episode with Howleen, Howleen looks at the necklace and looks like she knows about it. She has seen the necklace before. And we also get to actually see Clawdeen's mom in this newspaper article. There's like a little blurry image and everything. So we can kind of make out that the mom is probably the one in the center holding the necklace. And so this leaves us with more questions, like what happened to the mom, right? And then if Howleen is really related to Clawdeen. I think that might actually be a little plot twist that they're saving up for later on, because it sounds like Howleen really knew what the necklace did, of gaining the more powers, especially with the red moon, full moon or whatever, and transferring the powers. And I know that in the episode they make it look like, oh, it's the news article, it's a newspaper article, they read that and that's how they found out about the necklace and a charm, and that's what gives it powers. But I feel like Howleen has there's something deeper going on with Howleen. I feel like she could be related, connected at the very least, but I think she knows more than she's letting on about this whole thing with her mom and also the necklace. So I say let's keep an eye out on Clawdeen. And then of course we also have the subscription for another episode that reads Monsterverse of Madness. Obviously a riff on the Multiverse of Madness Marvel movie that came out earlier this year. The description reads, after a spell gone wrong, Draculaura and her friends find themselves in a different version of Monster High and must navigate through the strange and unpredictable Monsterverse with the assistance of their alternative selves to return back home. However, Clawdeen suspects that someone isn't quite who they say they are. What does that mean? And what is happening, girl? Now, obviously, prior, we already got this little tease in one of the newest episodes, Picture Day or something, where we got to see new Frankie, wear old Frankie's outfit, and they look great. I mean, it's just so uncanny how the silhouette and everything still look the same, but it obviously looks different because it's animated, in this show. So we even got more scenes of it in the actual episode, and it looks great. I think this definitely was a little Easter egg for what's to come, and this is no coincidence. This is very much planned out. I mean, if that title of the episode is showing is any evidence at all, is that they've been planning saying this ever since, Multiverse of Madness, the Marvel movie with Scarlet Witch and Doctor Strange. It was supposed to be Doctor Strange 2. It's the second movie, it's a sequel. But they're obviously taking inspiration by that whole, multiverse logic. Multiverse, it's a whole gimmick. It's so hot right now. And this is gonna be so good. I don't know how they're gonna, translate the original ghouls into like the new style. It says in the description that the new ghouls get, portaled into the old version, into a different version of Monster High. So it seems like their style will stay the same, but they're going to be in the old version of Monster High. How is that going to look like? Can you just imagine the old hallways of Monster High and these new ghouls, these characters walking those halls and like meeting OG Draculaura and Clawdeen and Frankie? Like, girl, what? What? This is insane. How is that gonna work? What? Okay, I cannot wait to see those interactions. I cannot wait to see Draculaura, both Draculaura's talking about witchcraft and like how that differs between universes. I cannot wait to see. Oh no, that's a shame. I just thought of Laguna, and Laguna doesn't get transported into this different version of Monster High. So Pink Laguna won't meet Blue Laguna. That's such a missed opportunity. Oh my god, I hope that changes. I don't know. That would have been really cool. Just imagine them being like, oh my god, that's me. Are you me? But I'm so pink. And then Pink Laguna says, I'm so blue. That would have been so awesome. But the Frankie, saying that they're non-binary, they them. I can't wait to see how OG Frankie will, respond to that, or also like talk about how that has also changed in the years or universes or whatever. There's just so much here that is a gem. This whole episode is going to be a gem. It's going to be awesome. I cannot wait. We've already gotten the characters fleshed out a little bit more in these new episodes. I love Laguna and Draculaura. I love their bond in the new episode where Laguna tries to like threaten Draculaura with Toralei, but it actually turns out that Toralei was blackmailing Laguna into blackmailing Draculaura. So it's a whole circle, you see, it's a cycle. And then at the end, they win, and Laguna helps out Draculaura, hide her witchcraft things, and it was so cute. It was such a touching moment. I loved their little hugs, and Toralei, being British now, also doesn't really bother me. I feel like it actually kind of fits her, weirdly enough. But I also like both Toralei and Draculaura in their cheer outfits. I thought they both looked really great, and I really hope that we get to see more of Laguna and Toralei. Maybe not as villains, but maybe more as friends. Also, we got more insight into Laguna, like where she used to live and her little plush looking like Neptuna. Again, all these Easter eggs, I literally cannot wait. This whole crossover episode will be so fun. And it also makes sense because Draculaura, gets them there by accident because of a spell. That makes sense. And I'm very curious how that's going to play out, and also how it's going to look for both characters, new and old. And then also who this mystery person is that apparently threatening them. But let's see what happens. Very exciting stuff. And that was the video. I hope y'all enjoyed. Leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you haven't already so you don't miss out when I post more content like this, and keep you updated with what adulty you love. Stay safe, be kind. I hope this next time, stay peachy. Kisses.